Nu Lena har vi kommit fram till den delen när vi ska få träffa dina vänner. Kan inte du berätta första gången som du träffade Internetstores?
Yeah, that was last year, and Sebastian, our CEO, and I were doing a tour through Germany, meeting some of what we thought were the most exciting merchants, and Internetstores was one of them. And what I was most surprised about at the time was the story behind the company, because it's almost 10 years old now, and still so young in terms of the people working there and the founder as well.
Jag tror att vi har en film som vi ska titta på som sammanfattar lite grann av deras affär. Har vi den?
Hello, I'm René Marius Kohler, founder of Internetstores AG, Germany's most successful online retailer of bicycles. Here in my home in Baden-Württemberg, we work in the tradition of Swabian entrepreneurs and merchants. I founded my company Internetstores in 2003 at the age of 20. This year, we will generate a turnover of 40 million euros. Internetstores is a multi-shop e-commerce company with 170 employees. We run very successful shops in the verticals bicycle, fitness, outdoor and living. And we've been located here since 2007. This year we will sell more than 60,000 bikes through the internet, which makes us the largest online bike retailer in Germany. We have over 18,000 bicycles in stock and store over 100,000 products in total. Every day we ship up to 3,000 packages. To operate a professional e-commerce business today requires a comprehensive process chain, which we have under one roof. We have our own online marketing, our own front and back end systems, our own customer service department, and we handle the logistics ourselves. With this logistics system, we are able to ship incoming goods from more than 500 suppliers and across 4 verticals directly to the customers within a few hours of their order. We have built a highly capable team over the past 8 years. Our employees are extremely well qualified, very loyal and highly motivated to take the company to the next level. The entire team, including board and management, sits side by side in one large office. This facilitates communication, speeds up decision-making and allows us to react faster than our competitors. This is the basis for our unique company culture. Today, Internetstores is extremely well positioned and has achieved a lot already. However, even more lies ahead of us. With additional growth capital, we can better leverage our full potential and achieve our goals. In the next financial year, we will grow by 40%, and in 3 years, we will exceed 100 million in revenues. After the growth phase, we are aiming at an EBIT margin of above 10%. In Germany, we will continue to grow in bicycles and fitness, our established verticals. Going forward, our growth will additionally be supported by our new verticals, outdoor and living. Internationally, we are currently rolling out the bike business and other verticals will follow. For this expansion, we are looking for investors who want to be part of our success story. Now it's your chance to invest in the further growth of a successful company.
We had Internetstores actually found investors that are sitting here in Stockholm.
Hi, Lena. Yes, that's right. This film is just 1 year old, but the whole world changed in this 1 year. This was our film for last year, and Until now, we found EQT, which invested in us, and we've done a very good job with them in the last year. They've been very supportive to us, and I'm very happy to be here today. It's a very special day for Internet Stores today, being in Stockholm, and I will tell you later why.
Ralf, as the COO, I know you have a lot of exciting things to say, so I'll leave the stage to you.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, I just want to tell you a bit about the story of Internet Stores. As you saw, René, he founded the company when he was 20 years old. His father ran a pure bike shop in Stuttgart, and he tried to test it, sell bikes over the internet, because everyone said bike sales over internet won't work because it's service intensive and it's test ride needed. So a lot of people had doubts, and he tested on eBay, and the tests were perfect. So just one thing was missing, that was profit, because the auctionary prices and all the costs aside, the eBay sales were not so nice. So he decided to found his own online shop, and the top-level domain in Germany, it's Fahrrad.de. It's like Cykla SE or bike.com, and this helped a lot for starting up the company from 2003, where the e-commerce was really a bad word, because after bursting the new market in 2000, no one really invested at that time in e-commerce. So this was really anti-cycling investment from him. The company has grown quite quick in the bike sales. He was always hardware-oriented, so we sold a lot of bikes always. Until this year, we are selling 80,000 bikes yearly. So you saw in the film 60,000 bikes, so we had to correct by 20,000. So it's a tremendous growth in the bike sector and the bike market. We have 4,000 packages daily, and we had last year 2,500 daily. You see also there a huge increase. I will later explain investment in our logistics. And we have 220 people working with us. I'm with 45, actually the oldest employee. The average age is 27 in our company. And still René with 30 now is over average age. It's okay for me. So sales are more than 60 million. So you can see it's really increased. We nearly doubled the turnover from year before last year. The traffic is around 100 visitors daily, and we have a customer base of more than 500,000 customers in our data. And you can see there's the company with the 9,000 square meter warehouse located in Esslingen, close to Stuttgart. This is the turnover development, where you can see from 2011 to 2012, there was a tremendous growth, because we decided to more concentrate into a multi-international strategy with our online shops. So Fahrrad.de was also a little disadvantage because it's a German domain name and not an international brand. So we decided to go international with the brand Bikester and started the expansion 2 years ago. And in 2011 and 2012, you see first impact of this internationalization of Bikester, as well as the foundation of a new industry for us, which we founded 2.5 years, which was the outdoor industry. Besides our whole product range and our whole performance, test-winning strong private label brands are really key to us. And we have a significant turnover share, which we do by really own-produced stuff, which we source in China, in Cambodia, and somewhere else in the world direct, or even in Eastern Europe. So we have a high-end brand for bicycles, which test-winning brand called Fotec. So it's bikes between 2,000 and 5,000 euro retail. We have series for the mid-range mountain bikers. We have city bikes like Ortler for commuting. We have Vermont for the kid bikes and the free-time bikes. We have Fixie Inc., which is the, let's say, mother of the single-speed bikes and taken over. So it's a very nice thing for the agglomerations in Copenhagen, Stockholm, London, Berlin, where the geeks ride these bikes. We have Red Cycling products for our private label accessory, and we have Accent for bike and outdoor clothing. Our core focus, also hardly varying from the film, is that we are fully focused on Bikester and on camps. So that we have two industries now. We have the bike industry and with the outdoor industry. The fitness is integrated in bike, and Livinggo is successfully sold to another furniture key player. Yeah, Lena said today that logistics and operations are typical for Germans, so I will really underline that we are typical German. So we invested a big amount in the last year in logistics. It means we invested in automation. In the past, we had shopping carts, putting the things from the shelf and bring it to the box maker. So this was a really manual process. With this manual process, we could done 2,500 shipments per day. This year we do 4,500 to 5,000 a day, so we doubled the capacity. The capacity of the shipment per day is 10,000 per one shift. We can do free shift, so we can handle 30,000 shipments with this machine. And the robots folding the cartons will be automatically closed and automatically put on the truck. So just the people have to put something on the running conveyor belt in. So that's quite impressive because there's a lot of intelligence behind to steer the order, to steer the product at the right time to the right place. But since 9 weeks, this run very well, and we increased the capacity by 100% for the season running, which was necessary. So we are very happy with this logistic investment, which was possible due to the partnership of EQT and their investment, of course. So we're using this really as an extension to our business. And we have 5 main business drivers. First of all is the product. The assortment has to be deep, has to be wide. We are not Amazon, we are an expert. And of course, in our expertise markets, outdoor and bike, we have to be the best range and the best sortiment. But we're not too wide, not too big. We have 50,000 products on hand, which is quite important for us to serve our customer with. But very, very important is the price. This today may be a bit not highlighted enough. Brian said in Amazon, this is very important, and he's right, because that makes customers buying if they have a price advantage or a good deal. And traffic we generate via the traditional channels, SEM, SEO, we do print campaigns. We test a bit around TV in the Tour de Italy. There currently was the Giro Italia, then the Tour de France. In this environment, we test a bit with our TV spots, but it's hard to measure. And we normally are fully focused on performance marketing. Formerly to EQT, the Samba brothers were invested in internet stores, and we had also some access to, let's say, state-of-the-art online marketing know-how, which René as a founder is doing. I'm as a COO just organizing what he's traffic bringing in. Of course, cross-selling is very, very important and very key, and all these 4 elements leads to a conversion, which hopefully is high enough to do good sales. So this is very important for us to have these 5 business drivers. And for each business driver, we have a department, we have responsible people, we have guys taking care of the KPIs, the key performance indicators of these drivers. Some facts to internationalization. We are also running a bike store in Sweden, bikester.se, and we're also familiar with the market a bit, and we compare to Germany, and you see big differences. And you may ask why we go to Sweden. But we really believe that the Nordics and also, let's say, Germany, Austria, Switzerland is the fillet of Europe currently when it comes to private consumption, gross development per capita. Is Sweden even better than Germany? So the internet usage is much higher. It's 90%. We're just on 80%. Still, you grow 10% in the internet usage. The e-commerce affinity is 71%. The compound annual growth is equal on 15%. So just the market is smaller. The bike market is just 10% of the German market, and the auto market as well, roughly 10% of the market. But still, we believe that this is a very nice market, a very nice environment to grow in, which we successfully proved. Since January, we are live with Bikester SE, and it was the most successful online shop start for us in the past 2 years. What's different in Germany? Maybe it's also interesting for some of you what happens in this huge or big market. We have a much higher competition density. A lot of global players also are in the market. Amazon is very, very strong in Germany, but not wondering, we're still alive. We have enough space to maneuver. So they're half the size like Walmart. I would say maybe in 1.5, 2 years, they will be bigger than Walmart, that's my guess. So that will be very quick, they catch up with them. But it leaves you enough room if you are specialized enough. You have to serve the experts and not the broad, let's say, mass market. You can easily compare it with department store. Amazon is the online department store. And look what happens now with offline department stores. So I wouldn't be too feared by them, to be honest. Lower prices due to strong offline discounter as well. So we have very harsh discounter like Aldi or Lidl, which are drawing down the prices a lot. So even in Germany, Walmart failed with 4 billion of losses and went home to America. So you can see how competitive the German retail market is. You have much higher payment risk than you guys have in Sweden. I remember we had a special field for the social security number in our Swedish shop. We never had this in any other country, so that makes your customers so much more transparent than any other customer in the world. So the payment risk is much higher, but also for this solution we work with Klarna, helps us a lot to open accounts to our customers and make them possible pay on invoice, which is very important to us. What's common in the countries? So the attitude, style of business, there are much things we have in common. Consumer expecting high level of trust in the shop, comparable customer behavior and attitude, high level of internet e-commerce usage with still strong growth rates. The economy in general is very good. If you look to South Europe, in what shape the economies there are. So the Nordics and also Germany, Austria, Switzerland are in a very well shape to grow further. And the private consumption is still vital. You're purchasing a lot of sports things, a lot of bikes. When I go around, a lot of people do sports everywhere in Stockholm and Sweden. So that's a really nice environment to grow. A stationary dealer losing market shares towards online in both countries. So you see there are much things in common in two markets. Just to give you a few of our shops. This is Fahrrad.de. We just celebrated the 10th anniversary, and which was very successful in the last 4 weeks for us. This is Brüggelmann, second bike store, which is for the, let's say, bike experts and the enthusiasts. Fahrrad.de is for the weekend riders, for the normal family, for the children bikes, for the day-to-day use. And the Brüggelmann is for the enthusiasts who ride road racing bikes or mountain bikes across the Alps, who likes to have performance and ride a lot in their time and make it as a hobby. We have Bike Unit. This is a third very important target group. These are the free riders and downhillers. These are the guys with the tattoos and the Red Bull caps and snowboarding in the winter. So this is a quite nice growing target group, which is very young and very keen on having special things, very individual customers, and it's a quick growing environment as well. So we split on the bike market into 3 segments because we can defend much better our market shares in our home market with that. Internationally wise, as I told you, in Sweden we have the Bikester brand as well. This is our international brand. We are already in Austria, in Switzerland, in Netherlands, in Belgium, in Spain, in Denmark, and in Sweden. We are able to open a new shop in 4 to 6 weeks. So all the front end and the back end is self-programmed, and up to the translation and the product content is transformed. It's maximum of 4 to 6 weeks to go live in a new country. So this is what you can see in this country has happened in the last 2 years, 2.5 years. So that's also one of the reasons why our growth is quite significant currently. As I told you before, we also gone in the outdoor industry because for us it was a clear rationale that the outdoor industry fits very well to bike sales and bikes because the customer is very similar, go outside, go in the mountains, have a very comparable demand. Also, the industries are very comparable. A lot of mid-size and small dealers, not too many strong brands, no real market leaders. So there's a really good environment for us to grow in as an e-commerce company. And especially sporting goods are, let's say, easy to buy, even if you're an expert and you know what you need. When you need a Gore-Tex jacket, for example, you exactly go to an expert shop and buy it there. And yeah, you see there is the German, the Austrian, the Swiss shop, France, Netherlands, Belgium as well, Denmark, but there is no Swedish shop. There is no camps.se, and I told you when I started with my speech that I'm very happy to be here today, very special situation, because there is a reason for, and this is the reason is @nature.com. We yesterday signed a merger between Internetstores and @nature, so we join forces now to that these guys, these really good entrepreneurs who did an extraordinary job from 1999 till now, join forces with us to make our Nordic expansion together, because we feel that's much more smart to do this with the experts here from the Nordics together, and also we push our bike business with them in the future. So we are very happy to announce that we are merged with @nature.com and joined the forces. Thanks a lot.
Such exciting news.
Yeah.
With @nature, how does that feel?
Yeah, very well. So we have 3 real entrepreneurs as new colleagues. That's very good. So especially, let's say, the human aspect of the deal is also very important for us. And I really like the consensus-oriented Scandinavian business style. That's what I learned in the last year with EQT, that this helps a lot. This is very supportive. There's a very good network of very good advisors from EQT side, and this is always very productive and helps us a lot in the company. And we think together with, let's say, successful Swedish entrepreneurs, we will succeed in the Nordics.
And a very interesting question is, how does it feel?
Well,
Anders from Intersport.
I know Franz Julen as well from Internetstores in Switzerland. Yeah, I know these guys.
Yeah, but I mean, people are buying sporting goods from Germany already.
Yeah.
You see that a lot. Why do you need to buy a company here?
Because the markets are so different, and to be honest, if you want to have a real footprint into a market, you have to act like a local player and like a local entrepreneur, not just as a player. So this entrepreneurial spirit you can't develop as a foreigner. Not in this density. You can get in your environment market-leading positions, as we have in Germany. We are in the bike market leader, and we'll develop in Austria and Switzerland similar positions now. So this is possible, and maybe you get number 2 or number 3 in France or in Netherlands. But to be really number 1 in outdoor e-commerce in a country, I think that's wise to do this with a local team and with their expertise.
So now when you're trying to do business here, what's the worst challenge? I mean, what will you focus on? What will you have to do to succeed? What do you think?
That's what we did in the past. So this was 2 successful companies joining forces, so we wouldn't change anything so far. We just do this together, what we did in the past, but to challenge each other, to benchmark each other. This makes sense and makes a lot of, let's say, creates new business. And of course, as I told you, the Nordic expansion for us is important. So there's not just Sweden, and I met a lot of Swedish companies are just in Sweden, which I'm wondering, because you're speaking perfectly English, and there's for me no reason why so many companies just act in Sweden.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What about, you just told us that you're going to start selling bikes. You just told us that you're going to start selling bikes.
Yeah, Bikes.se is already live.
Yeah.
It's a soft opening, yeah.
Will you be focusing on your own brands, or will it be like the strategy that you have Can't I ask that?
We just keep the strategy we have. Yeah, because I know you bought a Maschcool factory, a bike factory from Cycling Europe, if Intersports, and so that's the reason. Yeah, no, so private label is a significant amount, but the majority will be branded bikes like Cube, like Merida, like the Giants, like these guys. So we believe in brand. This is not to substitute why the private label brand. The real brands, it's just an addition.
We're running out of time. How does it feel?
Let's talk about that later.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Ralf.
you very much. Thank you.